Alright, let's see how you can use selectors in jQuery and what is the need for selectors. Now this is just an introduction to selectors. We'll see selectors by class and IDs in more depth in our upcoming videos. So just like CSS div refers to the HTML element div, which is inside the open and close angular bracket tags, the jQuery div, which is inside the single apostrophes, refers to the same HTML element div. So you can think of the element name passed to jQuery as identical to the CSS element, only wrapped in quotes. So for an example, you could target anything of the class button with $.button.SomeAction. So we use dot, which is just a single period, dot, to target elements by their classes, and a hash or a pound sign, which is this sign over here, to target elements by their IDs. So if there was an element with ID button, you could target it as $#button.SomeAction. Now don't worry about dollar and open and close brackets and all these things. We'll look into it in more depth. This is just a first time introduction to it. Let's see it in action. Let's see how it actually looks. So over here what I'm doing is I have created two divs. One is a simple div and the other one is with ID green. For the simple div, I have given it background color, this one, which resembles to almost red, and for green I have given it background color, this one, which resembles to almost green. Now let me again increase the time size to 10,000 milliseconds, which means 10 seconds, and then run it, and then you will notice green comes and slowly it fades out. So I am targeting this particular div ID green by using hash or pound symbol. If it was a class, say for example if it was div class green, then I could target it using dot notation instead of pound sign. I hope it's clearly visible to you. Let me rerun it. Okay, sorry, okay, it appears red because I didn't change over here. I'm still targeting it with hash green instead of dot green. So now I have changed it to dot green. Now I run it. So as you can see, it's slowly fading out. So what I did is I changed from ID to class. For ID we use pound symbol, and for class we use dot symbol. I'm targeting this particular div and fading it out in 10,000 milliseconds, which is 10 seconds. And I'm targeting this div using its class name. Its class name is green, and just to indicate that this is a class, I'm using a dot symbol. If it was an ID as we saw earlier, I would have used a hash or pound symbol for that.